Let's see what he can do on his own. Does he need Solus? 70 or 80k across the board. Everybody takes a rest. Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we're doing it. We're building out Kalvalax. This is one of the most exciting pulls I've had on my account for a while. Every now and again you get one and you know they're going to be a nuker. You know they're going to be coming into all sorts of teams and just, it's going to be totally fun. Totally fun to play. So Kalvalax, I think it was David Fitzsimmons in the community that designed this champ. Look at the cool design. Honestly, Fitz, this one is sweet with the kind of poison coming out of his eyes and out of his armor. What a cool champion. What a cool champion. The big old sword. He is ready to do work. So Kalvalax, we just had clan v clan. Means I could actually book him out, level him out. It's done. I didn't have to wait anymore. What's going on with this dude? He has got an A1. This is the type of champion we want. Such a cool kit. A1. 55% chance of increasing the duration of all poisons on a target by a turn. Heals his champion as well. So he's got like an inbuilt, almost like a lifesteal mechanic on his A1. It's cool that it's on his A1 because if you've got me something like Clan Boss, you've got the counterattack mastery on. He can actually keep healing himself up. So yeah, he gets a 2.5% for each poison. Really, you need to get at least 5 poisons out there for him to be able to use this as a genuine lifesteal mechanic. But it goes under, when I was looking at the Hell Hades website, every one of his abilities sits as godlike. What that means is he's in the top 12.5% of all champion abilities in the game for every one of his hits. So this is single target. The second one is also single target, but he places extra hits for each poison, so he can get an extra couple of hits. So he's hitting 3 times on his A2. As long as poison's up there, and you're like, oh, but how do we get poison up there? His passive is so good. Places 4 poisons on all enemies for 2 turns at the start of the round. And then obviously his A1 can extend that as well. But also 50% chance of placing a poison on all enemies at the start of each of his turns. So if he cycles turns quick, he'll get a bunch of poisons going out there. Or just when he gets a turn, good chance to place more poison. Whenever an enemy places a poison on him, wipes it off, becomes a heal instead. Such a cool like passive, really cool. Probably one of the best passives in the game, honestly. So good. And then he's got this AoE nuke on his A3. So he's got attacks all enemies. Damage increases based on the number of poisons on the target. It's also an enemy max HP skill. Now, a lot of the multipliers on the enemy max HP stuff are just higher than this. So it's not like a Cold Heart where you forget everything else. You just build for crit damage. And, you know, you basically, you have to bring the rest of the works. You need poisons out there. You need him in Savage Gear if you want to hit really hard. You need the drop defense and weaken out there. Like, all of that stuff makes a big difference to his smacks. So he's also got a speed aura as well, 19%. This dude, one of the highest rated on my website in terms of my tier list for general content. So we're going to play him in a whole bunch of areas and see what we can do. See if I can slot him into some of my best teams and either improve them or just kind of at least be on the same sort of level. Masteries, I've gone to start off with at least full damage masteries. We're going to do crazy damage to start with, and then I might change him up for like more like end game content. So stuff like Hydra. Maybe we'll go with War Master instead. Something like Clan Boss, same again. And the late game Doom Tower stuff, you probably would want War Master instead. But for main dungeons, Helm Smasher's where it's at. Arena, Helm Smasher's where it's at. So maybe we'll just kind of try some of the other stuff first. In terms of gear, let's get him geared out. I'm going to use the optimizer. And I've locked out pretty much everybody who is in my main teams, my main gear sets. So I'm not doing like a full deep dive search of all of my gear. I still want to keep my champions well geared. But I'm thinking this dude alongside Solus could be like nuts. Solus does more damage based on the amount of debuffs out there. These two together could be absolutely insane. Let's get his speed at about 180. I do need accuracy to land his stuff. We're going to go 230. 100% crit rate. Built for damage. I'm going to optimize damage on his A3. And we're always going to bring drop defense with us. So we're going to say maximum defense we're up against is going to be about 2k. make sure we haven't got any weird going on with sets and stuff. We do. Take those off. Optimize. Let's go. Let's go. So we're bringing in big attack number. 6,000 attack with 286 crit damage. I'm assuming this is not Savage Gear. If it is, then that's actually pretty nutty. It is Savage Gear. Wow. That is nutty. Right. He is ready. What we got going on? Savage Gear with crit damage gear. Kind of pushing crit damage gloves, attack percent boots, and chest. With loads of crit rate going on in my rolls. An attack ring with attack percent. Crit damage on the amulet. I've gone accuracy on the banner. I probably could sneakily go and get attack on the banner as well. Get more damage, but then I wouldn't have that kind of guarantee to land my poisons, which I do need to do. So he is rocking a big old 6.2k attack, 274 crit damage. Let's unleash this beast and see what he can do. First off, we're just going to do a straight up damage test before we jump into actually running them in proper teams. So we're going to use my usual crew for the damage test. Running Dragon 20 here. Oh no, this is Dragon 19 because of affinity. So without doing anything straight away. Oh yes. 4 poisons are out there. Increase attack. Drop there. Defenses. Put the weaken out there. More poison for more damage. Plus a damage boost to us. And then a more damage. Right. And then his passive goes, he gets another turn, so he might just throw an extra poison out there in places. So let's start with his AoE. Slow this down. Guess the numbers down below. Guess the numbers. A good nuke. Magna, 200k. Solus, I think, was like 230k. Ethos is up there, that 230k mark. So a good nuke is 200s, yeah? What have we got? 240! 240 across the board. Damn, this dude is big. He's in my big boy gear. Let's just check out his A1 and his A2 as well. I'm wasting 32 energy a go. What am I doing? You know when you're hard whaling, when you're wasting 32 energy a go for a damage test. Damn, that was big. So A2, sorry. It will get multiple hits with this one. Let's go for the tank. 100k, 100k. Would have got another 100k. So that's 300k worth of hits on his A2. As I say, all of his skills are godlike. Lock someone out quick. Get back to his A1. So this one has got a chance. This one would heal him as well as extending poison buffs, debuffs. So 160k on the A1. Woo! Let's play through, and then we're going to get him into a proper team and see if we can beat stuff up really quick. Actually, I've kind of played this through to the dragon stage. I just want to see what sort of damage he does against the actual boss here. Keep it going. So he's obviously playing loads of poisons out there anyway, but pop A1 130k. I mean, it's serious damage. It is serious damage. 207. 207k. Taking a bit of a knock. The poison becomes a heal. We don't worry about those poisons. 254. Damn. This guy hits. This guy hits well. Nice stuff. Get rid of this trash. What was his damage here? 2 million. Brilliant stuff. Okay, we're going to try a bit of a nutty dragon team. This is full gold. We're not doing any of the silly testing today. This is full gold. Stage 25. So with my main team, I normally clear in about 1 minute 10. And it's a seer comp. I much prefer, honestly, to use different stuff. I use seer everywhere else for clearing stuff. So this could be quite fun. Poisons go out there. We actually had a couple of resists there. That's actually quite unlucky. Drop defense on 100% chance to land it. Do we clear the wave? Yes, we do. Oh, Xavier's doing work as well. Poisons across the board. We get a reset. 100% chance to get your drop defense out with a Ghostborn. Nuke. We get our 4 poisons up straight away. We should get the AoE hit as well straight away. Most we can do is 10% of the health pool. loads of poisons in this team. And obviously we've got 2 people that do enemy max HP. So we've got 2 chances to do an absolute nuke. And basically everybody apart from Ghostborn here puts a poison out. Heals counteracting the poisons. What are we at? 48 seconds. Come on. Get some work done. 128k there. I think it's going to be around... it's probably going to be similar to my main team. Oh, it's a good one. 400k. Poison's ticking along. We're extending those up. Go on, do some work. Couple more hits. 1 more poison pop and we're done. 1 minute 15. Oh, it's not bad. 1:14 is actually not bad. I want to get Solus in the mix. Yeah, Solus is an absolute beast. Okay, Solus is an absolute beast. So let's put Kalvalax in here. Solus does more damage based on the amount of debuffs that are on enemies. So Kalvalax straight away giving us 4. It also giving me a speed aura. I don't know if I'm going to get through all my abilities. Let's see. Let's see. This is the tricky part. You're missing out on kind of key parts of a team, I guess. Oh, full resist there as well. It's nasty. So we're missing out on bunches of parts of my team, but it should still be an absolute nuke. So let's just stop her from doing what she wants to do. Let's put our drop defense and weaken out. Clean off their buffs. Pretty tanky with Sifi in the mix, giving me my increased defense. So we're going to go for his AoE. He's got multiple poisons over here. We've got drop defense, I think, everywhere here. So he can do on his own. Does he need Solus? 70 or 80k across the board. Everybody takes a rest. Do we need Solus? Let's go against this crazy tanky team here. This is a nasty looking team. Probably should be putting Duchess as his lead and getting Arbiter out of the mix, honestly. But it's not a bad looking team. So he's going to get all his buffs up. Can Trunda just nuke straight through me? Oh, she can try. She can try. The main event is whether Solus, with all these buffs, actually gets a ton of work done. You can try and buff yourself up. Don't worry, I've got Madame. Oh, she actually resisted as well. Okay. So we got like, what, 6 debuffs plus decreased defense out there on a couple of these. Let's see what this A3 does. 206k across the 6 debuff champion. Obviously from here on in. Actually, she's going to pick him up so that he can have a little go himself. Solus, as we know from my other video, totally broken. Like, as in, his kit doesn't do what it's meant to do. Like, actually broken. This is quite a tanky team as well with a nuke threat here. Let's try one more. Let's let this one run auto. Coming after on my Kalvalax again, of course. He's the squishy target. Got a couple here with 6 debuffs out. It's at 190k. I mean, they're just not standing a chance. Totally dead. Have a rest, Tormund. Stop getting back up. So I don't think this is his best spot, but honestly, even against tanky teams... Oh, look at this resistance team. Nasty. Yeah, even against tanky teams, it makes Solus do a ton of work. Let's try this one. Mountain King might just come and pop in. We'll see. So many resists here, actually. Good stuff. Didn't need Solus for that one. Damn, Kalvalax is so cool. Such a cool champion. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to do a quick check between Kalvalax and Raw Guard. Husk is even better for this affinity, honestly. I just don't have one built out right now. But I was able to one key hard with my Hydra team last week. Basically, for the 2 DPS spots here, I had Geo and I had Trunda. So I know they do tons of work. Kalvalax doesn't put poisons out on all of these heads. They're immune to a bunch of them. So I think his AoE nuke is going to just be fairly weak. Let's just see the difference here. Is he worth bringing into this fight? I guess if you don't have loads of alternatives, then he would be worth it anyway. But you're not going to get all of those poisons stacking up. Let's get our block buffs out on them. So Raw Guard nuke here. Let's see what he does. 98k up to 780. So we did like, what, basically 700k worth of damage. Let's see what our Kalvalax does here. 1.2 mil. So we've gone up 500k. So these two, between them, both good nukers, yeah? Both good damage dealers. Let me just see what my Trunder does. And also see what... I mean, Geo's just good over time. Geo's damage isn't the same type of damage, but you can see there already, like, Raw Guard straight up would be better, because Raw Guard also brings a decreased speed and a whole bunch of other goodies as well. We'll get our drop defense and weaken out here. So with someone like this, you can literally just get your burn going, and then as we take damage, it starts ticking away. Get the block buffs out there now. Trunder. So Trunder's A3. We're at 100k. Does it do more than a Raw Guard? That's the question. Pop. So we've done like 900k. So Trunder, not doing enemy max HP, actually just straight up does more damage than our main damage dealers in this fight. So yeah, so Kalvalax, is he going to be decent for Hydra? I mean, he'll be fine, but he's not going to be top tier, you know, beating up the real high level of Hydras. Let's just see how he fares for damage output on Clan Boss. This is Ultra Nightmare. Obviously, he gives us 4 poisons right at the start. I'm just going to do my setup here. It's going to be slightly out for my speed tune for normal, but at least it gives me an idea of the sort of damage that we can do. And I'll show you some hits that he does when we're a bit further into the fight. Okay, so we're a bit further into the fight. Let's see what sort of damage he's doing per hits. The poisons don't stay up, unfortunately, so maybe we'd be better with a different comp with more poison output. My Taradi does some, but it's just not enough to kind of stack the bars up. But he's doing here, what, 156k on his A1. It might be his A2, actually, so I've only got 1 poison. Won't be a ton of extra hits going on. Could be his A2. He's got a chance to pop an extra poison every time he has a turn. But generally, he's like popping like 150, 160k per hit without an optimal setup, without optimal masteries and stuff like that. Does he even do his A3 on auto? I don't feel like he does. I don't feel like he's done it at all without me telling him to do it, which is a bit silly. That is a bit silly. Anyway, my cleanse up. My speed tune is out. Let's just check out if he's got it available. We've got decreased defense and weaken on. Let's get back to his abilities. So yeah, so he's got it here. Obviously, again, this does more damage based on the amount of poisons that are out there. But on Clan Boss, we've still got a 380k. Why would he not do that unless you tell him to do it? It's like his biggest hit by a mile. 380k. So if we were stacking up these poisons, we're probably talking like a good 450, 500k. Probably about 450k on Clan Boss there for his hits. So look, dudes. Kalvalax is an absolute beast. Kind of anywhere in the game. Pretty much anywhere in the game. Arena Nuka, yes. Is he going to be your Dragon Speed team? Yes. Ice Golem, absolutely. Clan Boss, yes, in the right comp with the right setup. What a fun champion. Good job playing him on this one. This is one of the best champions in the game. I've been Hell Hades. I will see you later.